Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade and the
Shadeinthecity.
City. I'm your girl Trees,
It's now.
and today we are here to do our live recap of the love that happens during the lockup, season 5, episode 29. Something about something in a castle. Don't get me lying, because I was on the plane as I watched this
Rescue Me
show.
from the Castle.
Rescue me from the castle, and
It
I
was a
think
it was from Samantha and Rick.
it was a Samantha quote. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, y'all, I'm back. Happy to be back with y'all.
Did you
If y'all,
sunbathe?
huh?
Did you sunbathe?
I did get in the sun. What do you mean? Did I
Oh no,
sunbathe?
I expected you to be more tan.
Oh no, I was like I thought you were asking if I was out there naked. No, I wasn't out there naked, just sitting in the sun. I mean, I had clothes on. I mean, bathing suit, a proper, sunbathing attire. But no, honestly, it was so hot you could not be in the water. So if you got out
Oh,
of the water, you was gonna. It was 90 every day, and it felt like 105. So no, it wasn't too much time out of the water. Unless I was going to and then they had to swim up at the bar and I could just swim over. So I very rarely got out the water.
I love the swim up part. I love the swim up part.
Yes. But yeah, y'all. So we want to thank y'all for being here. If you haven't already, please make sure y'all hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And shout out to our new subscribers that I met in Mexico. Shout out new subscriber family. We appreciate y'all. Thank you. But yeah, y'all. So yeah, let's jump into this episode because I think they gave us a little bit of everybody this episode, which I was happy about. I was surprised. So it goes to my thoughts.
It's probably because your girl gonna be gone for the next couple episodes.
That's true. So yeah, but I also think we're getting ready to wrap this up in a nice shady little bow, but we'll see. But all right, y'all, let's get into the intro and let's get shady. All right. So we're going to get into, I guess I'll start off since it's a very small part. I'll go ahead and get into her first, right? So we're going to go ahead and get into Nels' favorite.
We know this is Trace's favorite. She always
never.
give it. The universe knows it's your favorite.
You don't do that. Look, clearly God didn't take his own advice when he said God don't like ugly, because I don't know why you keep doing this to me. So yeah, y'all. So we basically see Ayanna. She's decided she's going to, well, not even decided. We know she ain't got no choice but turn herself into the jail by 11 a.m. But this is the audacious. Hey, Joseph, welcome.
Hey, Joseph.
But yeah, so Ayanna decides that she's gonna go down to the jail, but she's gonna go what time she want to go. What the court told her to do or what time to report. She feel like she make her own rules and decisions. So she just gonna do what she want to do because that's just how she is, right?
Let me get me some clothes first.
Right. She said, I need to get a couple of personal items because I didn't know I could bring my own stuff. But now I know I could bring my own drawers and stuff. Yeah, I need to go ahead and do so. Now my whole thing is, could you not have bought that when you got there with like your money on the books or whatever?
Underwear and clothes?
They ain't got that at the jail store?
Like snacks and food and stuff.
People be out here bringing. Wasn't Brittany out here buying flat irons and stuff and doing?
Yeah, but you can't buy clothes.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Joseph. And rest in peace, Buster. I'm sorry. That's really sad. I'm really sorry to hear that, Joseph. My prayers and thoughts are with you. I know animals are a part of our family, so I can only imagine what you're going through right now. And I'm thankful that you've decided to come spend some time with us, and hopefully we give you a little kiki to make you feel better. Okay. So then, yeah, her mother is obviously concerned about being late, but Ayanna ain't got no care in the world. So then she goes into the store. At this point, it's 10:45. Mama realizes we're gonna be real late. She ain't gonna make it. And ain't no way it's gonna happen. And then she gets back in the car, drive, hit the gas.
I knew that part was gonna aggravate. I knew that part was gonna. I saw that part. I said, "Ooh." Tree's gonna get in that ass.
It's the audacity for me. The coof, like the entitlement that you ain't got no vehicle nor a license. Yet you're telling me how to drive, how fast she would have been on the side of the road and y'all would have probably looked at me like I was a bad mother. And guess what? I might have to take that. I might have to take that because at the end of the day,
she's taking care of her whole child. Can't nobody look at her
right.
like a bad mother.
I just feel like she's doing enough for her and enabling her by taking care of her child. And she probably wants better for her grandson. And I can absolutely understand that. However, her mother, you can definitely see the fact that her mother, what made me mad is because her mom doesn't really correct her. I feel like that's why Ayanna thinks she can do the things that she does in life.
She's
and
very like soft too. The mom.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with being a nurturing mom. I'm not saying
nurturing, I said soft.
Well, you're stupid. I'm just saying I think
it ain't the same thing.
You could be nurturing and soft.
You could be nurturing and hard too. I said soft. I didn't say nurturing.
You're terrible. I just think mama need to learn to hold her daughter accountable.
Up like her daughter do.
Because unfortunately, not holding her accountable is not doing anything for her in life in general, as we can see, because she doesn't respect authority, period. And this is why she is where she is. And so, yeah, the mama drops her off and Jamal calls. And of course, her biggest concern is, how much she's going to miss talking to him. And then, her mother tells her basically, go and walk over that hill. And while you're doing it, make sure you think about why the hell you sitting in your cell in the first place. And, wishes her well. And I said, well, good, because I was tired of seeing her too, and I'm tired of this foolishness. And y'all sitting here in my face with this grown ass woman with any kids, and she ain't got no damn sense. But
she'll be back.
I know, but we don't want it.
Let's move on to the next one who ain't got no damn sense. Shantae. Shantae and True. Shit. So Shantae got home. She letting her kids know basically all the red flags she done found out about this man. Tell him basically people 2 different stories about where the hell he going, and like it was just weird.
I didn't understand that part. Why would you go tell your kids, oh, this sound a little iffy? He might be a little iffy, but I'm still move for it. I don't. The common sense ain't sensing of it all, but go ahead.
She even said that the sister tried to warn her that she doesn't know him because the sister do. Okay. Now her son basically told her she needed to have a conversation with him. And when she was like, that's the plan, he kind of looked at her like, yeah, I bet. I'm sure.
Her son be looking at her like she crazy.
Like she a dumbass. Exactly. Then basically when he called, all her worries and cares were out the door as soon as he said, you ain't got nothing to worry about, and started talking about sex. She was like, what's your family talking about? Oh, baby, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one that was confused by that. I was like, how do we go from
that was the conversation?
Right. But I was like, so you're not gonna make him answer at all. We just gonna skip to y'all getting it in over by the stove by the butter rolls. Nobody, I don't know. That was a whole new level of stupidity for me. That lets you know that she hears what she wants to hear. And she doesn't care about hearing it. She wants to think what she wants to think. And that's the sad part. There's no saving her.
I don't even think it's
don't want to be saved.
It's not that she hears what she wants to hear, because she said she letting it slide. I feel like I can't use the excuses she used. She I believe she's just happy to have a man. Okay. But she says she's letting it slide because, there was a point in her life where she was at her lowest. She was super depressed because a couple of guys at work essayed her, and he helped her get through that. I think that you should just go to therapy and talk it out. I don't think you should
well, okay, I did when when she said that, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like, oh, poor
So that
like,
means you let it slide. So you let another man take advantage of you.
it's a sickness. I hear me out. I get what you're
Straight
saying.
up to your face. Those snuck those you couldn't control. That situation you couldn't control. Those two dudes snuck up on you. They played you basically. They did some security, like act like they were security, needed her or something, right? This dude is playing you to your face. To your face. In front of his family, in front of your kids, to your face. And you're letting him take advantage of you as well.
Well, though, that's valid. I'll give you that. But that's what she want to do. So that's her business. And I'm gonna pray for her. Cause and then apparently I heard that she word on these YouTube streets is I heard she lost her house. Remember how she was out here talking about she had 2 homes?
Mm-hmm.
She was paying for one. Well, apparently that is not all. So apparently True is not only a liar, a true lie, she is as well.
I was wondering how she could afford them 2 houses in 2 places.
Well, I think they said the other one was either in foreclosure or she was kidding, but that's not really what it is. What they portraying for the show and how she seemed like she got it together is not what it really is. But apparently they have been on social media. She has been posting on social media and they are still together.
Because she's gonna.
What he does, supposedly he has a baby.
I was literally just about to say because she's gonna let it slide. She's gonna let him play in her face. That's why they're still together.
Well, some people like people playing in their faces. Now, let's get into our good guy Andrew, who really got played in his face. Straight up to his face.
Oh, hold up. Is that who's next?
That's what I have.
I have him as number. No, you have Tinny and Rob.
Oh, do I have Tinny and Rob? Oh, yeah, I do have Tinny and Rob. You're right. I'm sorry. Skip right over them. My bad. All right. So, yes, Tinny and Rob. Now, we haven't seen them in a while, but Rob is getting ready to come home. We see him communicating with her and the kids through the cameras, as we know. Now, he has 1 more week until his release, so we're finally getting closer. And she's a little upset because she realizes that Rob didn't call her the night before, and she wants to know, like, what happened, what's up. And apparently there was a little, some things, a brawl for all or something that happened. Oh, well, Nels thinks it's BS, but apparently his story is that something done happened down at the jail, right? And so he was like, they getting, more strict. They taking people's phones, da 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 da. So I can't be.
I thought she was top dog. What happened?
Well, he don't want to mess up his chances now that he's this close to getting out. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I'm teeny because
I understand that.
and I was buying.
You was the one talking about you top dog, and the people come see about you and all this other mess. And boy, bye. I don't know. It was giving BS to me. But she's another one. She ain't gonna ask no questions either. So
well, and he paying all the bills. True ain't doing that. So
that's true.
Right. So then he lets her know, that basically he got to give his phone away, but he got to be off his phone as much or whatever. So then basically Teeny explains that if he gets in trouble for this phone, that what happens is he ends up having to serve the rest of his 15% or whatever. You're on mute.
Mm-hmm, I know.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he has to end up serving the rest of his 15%. Now, Rob admits he's had some nerves about like coming home or whatever, and coming home to this whole family, being a married man. And Teeny's daughter is a little worried about, how he plans to discipline them, because we did see she was on the couch, I guess, trying to eat something, and he was real quick to let her know that you need to get your ass up and go to the kitchen. And I was like, see, that's what it is for me. But again, that's how Teeny allows him to effectively parent.
And then when the little son was
from the jail, so.
Then when the son was on the couch eating, he disciplined him by making him do push-ups.
Anyway, I mean, I get, look.
And then Teeny was like, do 10 more.
Well, and you know what? And I want to say like that's, but at the same time, I got to think about it too. That is their father figure, I guess. They don't know anything else outside of him. So I guess I can't look at it like, oh, that's not their daddy. He shouldn't be telling him, because technically that absolutely is
and
the only
providing.
Yeah, and he's providing. So, but anyway, so yeah, the little girl's worried about how he's gonna come in, if he's going,
Not the little
trying to.
girl.
Oh, I can't remember. I never remember her daughter's name. But
Diane.
Cheyenne. Thank you. Beautiful little girl though, and so base or young lady, I should say. But yeah, so she's a little concerned. Like, is he gonna come in here? Is trying to put the hammer down and boss us around or whatever? And I guess we'll see that. And then we do see Teeny and her son Nehemiah go to pick up Rob from the jail, and they're both excited and a little unsure of what to expect. And then, of course, in true WeTV fashion, they cut it. So we don't actually get to see Rob, but I'm sure we'll get to see him next week, is what I'm figuring. Anything else to add about Teeny and Rob?
Mm-mm.
Besides, you think it was BS?
Mm-mm. Nope. I ain't
Nothing to get. Well,
next up. Let me get my fan ready.
you stupid.
Next up is Candice and Andrew. Okay. So Candice is headed. She's going to register as a felon. For some reason, she seems excited about this. Andrew, just wants to be there for her and, offer a helping hand. And she's like, yeah, no, I got to do this on my own. She don't want nothing to do with it. She's like, I got this, homie. You stay back, you fall back.
It was the look of disgust for me. She just looked so disgusted every time he tried to talk to her. What?
I feel like that's been there.
No, but it was real bad this episode. It was real bad. Like, she just, the way she kept turning, I don't know, she wasn't even trying to fake it at this point. Like, it was bad. It was bad. I'm sure y'all who watched the episode, it was bad. Candice was doing the most. You don't think okay. I know you didn't believe her, no way, but I just think she did a better job of pretending last time. Or at least it's only been 24 hours. You can't even pretend for 24 hours?
You compared it to what's her face? What's the girl name?
Brittany.
Didn't Brittany do it for longer than that?
She might have did it for all of 48-72. Brittany won't know better. It's like, oh my God, it's I don't know. The way they describe it, it's like being around these men is like being in jail again. And it triggers them. Oh, it was
because they used
to. If she used the word trigger again, I was like, I can't.
They used to ain't shit niggas. Okay, they want to chase. They want to be the chaser.
Not a police chase or what? Like, what type of chase?
No, they want to chase. They do. They want to be the what is it? The lion and the gazelle. They want to be the lion.
I guess.
So basically, she feels like he's being too overbearing, and she let him know, I think you doing too much. Like I don't really need all this help. I really want to do this on my own. Girl, after he done spent all this money, done bought this apartment.
I can appreciate her though, because she was like, so what we gonna do about, like, she was willing. Brittany wanted to just live and stay, and
she didn't offer. Did you get the impression she was offering something?
That she was like not offering, but like willing to say, I don't care that much. I'm that unhappy that I'm willing to give all this back.
What difference does it make if I signed a lease for you?
Well, that part.
Oh, okay. So basically, he basically tries to tell her that she's not used to being in a healthy relationship and he ain't going nowhere. And she feels like basically he needs to take a hint, okay? Because she feels like maybe this actually could work. Maybe I could actually stomach him if he would give me some space. So then after forcing him to take her out to eat, she told him she needed to go back to well care. And, just stay there, from now on, because she's scared that her PO might come looking for her and she won't be there. And it gives her anxiety. So she just can't be nowhere but well care. Now, this poor man is trying to talk this girl off a cliff. And she ain't having it. Okay. She says she feels triggered and this relationship is awkward as hell. Okay. It ain't supposed to feel like this. She did tell him that she's
not mad at her though. I'm not mad at her. I'm not. I felt her when every time he tried to, I've been there when you just really don't like somebody, and every time they try to hold your hand, and it's It's like,
But you probably don't start off by telling them that you really like them.
no,
You do?
no, I don't think I start off by telling them I like them. I think I'm just nice. And
Literally love them and to the point where they propose to you. And then all of a sudden you don't like them no more and can't stand them and can't be around them.
well, I do have an infectious personality. I can understand that. But I mean,
I can't stand.
I'm saying that I'm a nice person, as you know, sometimes
Mhm.
to a flaw, and
Mhm.
people will interpret that differently, right? So, but what I'm saying is, if you were just so enamored with me and you decide you want to do these things, I'm kind of like Candice. I'm not going to stop, but there would be a point where I can't fake it anymore, and I got to let you know what's up. But here's the
Nobody's
thing:
gonna propose to you without
the
them
difference
feeling
is,
like you
I wouldn't
love
be
them back.
asking for it. I wouldn't be asking for it. Now, if you were just doing things
She did
that,
ask him for it, but he thought this was going to be his wife. She shouldn't have to ask for it. My point is, you're not making someone think that you're so in love with them to the point where they're proposing to you and planning a life with you, getting you an apartment because you're going to be their wife.
no, I haven't had that happen yet.
No, she was in too deep. Okay. So she did tell him that she was still in love with him when he asked, but then had him pull over the car. And basically told him, this is too much, it's too fast. I ain't ready for nothing committed. And basically I don't want to be in no committed relationship when I got all this going on. Now, even after he offered to leave early and give her space, she told him, yeah, she just can't be with him. And this poor man is,
It was
just
a
a,
hard no for her. It didn't
it's
matter
a,
what
it's
he
a hard,
said.
the problem is he feels like he's invested so much. So I mean, he does, like, clearly he loves this girl, but also he's invested all this stuff, made all these. Remember, she's worth the what, 80K in his 401k. So yeah, basically he's
That's your
making this easy
man's.
for her.
That's your man's.
Now, he asked her about the apartment and the truck. She said, he can have the truck back if she wanted, but they can figure out something with the apartment. It's giving, sir, I still expect you to take care of it. Then she boldface lied to him when he asked her if this was just a prison thing or a money thing. But then she told production the truth. And basically said that he made it easy and it wasn't even scamming. Called her homegirl and told her that she had to let his ass go. And Denise told her to stick to the plan and not to freak out. It's giving it was a scam all along.
Well, Candice was doing too much, in Joseph's opinion. She probably tried to stick to the original plan, but she's so disgusted by Andrew, she basically said abort mission.
That's how it always happens if you're not really feeling the person.
I think that they can convince themselves that they can, like,
Some people can.
I don't know. I feel like you got to at least get some. Do you understand? Like, I don't know. I guess, it's so funny to me because I'm like, you don't have nothing. He's willing to give you everything. And you're still like, no. And I get that. I get that. Just being like, no, I'll have nothing. I just don't want to deal with you. But in the same time, you just came out of jail. Like, you really had nothing. And to be like so disgusted with this man that you've talked to for the last, what, like 2 years of your life, that you can't even fake it, at least to get yourself on your feet and then tell him you, like, that's crazy. That's what do they say? That's nasty work. Okay. That's nasty work right there. Okay, then we have Pretty Ricky, is what they call him.
Pretty regular what they call them.
Pretty Ricky. What is Pretty Ricky and Samantha? All right. So this is very short, y'all. Rick and Samantha get married in a quick ceremony at the courthouse. Okay. Um, yeah, it was real quick. I think she pulled up. They got married and then she pulled on out. That's as much as she could do.
Yeah, I
I
think she's
think
only allowed to be there for like 30 minutes.
I think they did at least get to kiss to consummate their marriage. So, but they both look extremely happy and they're looking forward to the future together. And so, and then all of a sudden, we see not even 6 weeks
Dun,
later,
dun, dun, dun.
Right. The things have taken a turn for the worse. And we learned that the last few weeks haven't been newlywed
Oh
bliss.
no, the first clip they showed was 1 week, and then it just progressively got worse.
Just got worse. And so Sam thinks that Rick is avoiding her. And Rick hates that Sam doesn't have a plan to work when she gets out. And y'all know he been out here hollering about his finances because his and the
She
fact that
said
he's
she got that entrepreneurial spirit. Okay, she said I've been doing this. You don't know what I'm capable of. What she get locked up for again? Oh, DUI.
remember she said she has substance abuse issues though. So maybe she I don't know. We don't know. We don't know about
She's
Sam's
a
background.
hustler, baby.
Yeah, she a hustler. She might go out there and move that work. I don't know. But anyway, so he's like, look, I need you to get this money by tomorrow, or at least have a plan how to get this money by tomorrow. Because what I can't do is be paying my ex-wife still, and I gotta pay you. Because is that how that work? Even if the man get remarried, he still gotta pay you as long as you not married.
Oh, because she gets his Social Security. Is that what you're talking about? She gets his.
Because I guess that's part of her alimony or something like that.
It don't gotta be alimony.
Oh, oh,
I think it depends on how long you were married.
oh. Okay. Well. Anyway, so Rick said Rick said he ain't got it like that. And then while they on the phone and she's trying to figure out why he being all weird, why he don't really got time to talk to her. Then we see that Sandy fast ass pants done call. And she's like, yeah. And well, actually, we didn't see Sandy on the phone, but we know that Sandy calls. And so that makes old girl feel away. And she's like, oh, so that's why you ain't got no time for me, because you've been too, up
That's what
Sandy's
it,
time.
that's what
And
it's
that's
given.
what it was given. And and it's like, is that why you've been so distracted? I mean, distracted. And then he's like, no, I'm good. I'm
I
good.
can't deal with this jealousy. Da, da, da. Banged it on her.
He thinks it's funny and cute. And usually when they think it's funny and cute, it's because it's not funny and cute. Okay. And so yeah, that's freaking Samantha. And I don't even know why he married her for real.
His homeboy talked him into it. Talked him
Because
on.
I feel like he just played. I really feel like he just played himself. And when is Samantha getting out? And she's in Idaho. Does he plan to move?
I thought it was like a few months or something.
And isn't she in Idaho? Does he plan to move to Idaho? Like, how is that gonna work? Because he's so broke. Like, how's that gonna work? Because she said she wanted to stay around her kids or her grandkids or something like that. I remember that in a previous episode.
Mm-hmm. But I thought she said this episode, she was okay, like with his situation, like his home and stuff.
I don't know, because I thought she could. Well, I think she can move, but I don't know. I don't know. I think she just didn't want to because she wanted to be close to her peoples and she wanted him to move closer to her. But I don't know. But yeah, y'all, it ain't looking too good for Pretty Ricky is being Pretty Ricky. Okay.
So next up is Joey and Michael.
Oh, Joe, I knew I missed somebody. I didn't think I saw this part of the episode. I must have fell asleep at that point.
So Joey really ain't feeling Michael. He really ain't feeling him no more. And completely forgot. It's clear because he completely forgot about their visit. He literally left a message. Oh, I forgot we had a visit. Like, sir, you was renting our hotel rooms to talk to this man on FaceTime. Now you forgot.
Out.
Now you forgot you got a visit.
He's absolutely checked out, and I can understand it.
He said he got other stuff to worry about. Okay. Now, even though he's feeling some type of way, he went to go visit this man's mama. Ain't no way in hell. I'm thinking I might be done with your ass and I'm gonna go meet your mama. That's what I'm not about to do. Okay. Now, basically, she is hoping that this man can be saved. And really don't understand why he even got on drugs, because she's like, he ain't never seen that from me. I ain't never did no drugs around this man. But then they talk about how Michael has a history of getting in, going back in, getting out, going back in. His mom don't even know if he's ready to be released. She think he's gonna do the same thing over and over again. To Joey, this is red flag.
Not she hit a truth's mama. And she gonna go testify as a character witness if they don't let his behind out.
Now, basically, at this point, Joey said, I could throw him a lifeline, but he gonna have to rescue himself. I said, oh, let him be a grown man, but that's what I'm talking about.
It was now I thought he was on this episode because I remember seeing I might have watched the commercial and then maybe that's when I dozed off. By the time they got to their scene, because when I woke back up, it was I think whatchamacallit, Rick and Samantha or something. But all the mugshots he got.
No, that was an episode.
The many different faces.
Yeah, he looks.
It's creepy. That would bother me. That would bother me.
Drugs will do that to you.
Well, that part too. Yeah, y'all. Well, that was pretty much this episode of The Love During the Lockup, season 5, episode 29. Want to thank you guys for being here. If you have not already, please, please, please make sure you've hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you've subscribed.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And yeah, y'all, we'll catch you next week. Well, I'll catch you because Nels will be out on, her vacation. So it'll just be me. But yeah, and we'll catch you. I'll catch you next week.
No, well,
yeah, I think he'll still be gone.
On Monday, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, and I'll catch you next week. You notice I keep saying will because I'm, I don't know why. Anyway, but yeah. I'll catch y'all next week for another recap of The Love. And look, Joseph, you want to be my co-host next week? I'm just saying. We'll catch you next week on The Love during the lockup. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Mom, what you making?